Oh guys, I'm in the comments on a video where a guy put the chip, well, let me dump my chip out because that's what's in this box. Guy put the chip on a 075, which I didn't think would work. Everything I had read, this chip is for point saws. You put this where the points went, and when the crankshaft, which is egg-shaped, touches this, it tells it to spark. So you still need a trigger, and this is the old trigger unit out of a 075. And so I thought I would show you guys what I did. I bought these, bought a couple of them on eBay. I don't know what they were for. I was told they were for an 051, 075. They would not even screw down. The holes don't line up, and they're like different size. So I never ended up using either of them. I'm gonna keep them in case because they might work if you made a plate to an adapter plate. See, that is what this is supposed to replace, so that it can trigger the chip to fire. I saw someone, I fixed a 009L recently that had one of these on it. It didn't have points. It was still running, so I guess the chip is kind of almost universal. But I was told that the electronic ignition saws, the coil on them did not make enough juice to trigger it. Apparently, now that I've seen it actually working, apparently that's not so. But since this one was failing, or had failed, I decided, let's cut this sucker up and see what makes it tick. I think I cut something off. Maybe it's one of these, or no, it's one of those. I ended up cutting off, trying to get all the plastic off of it. But as you see, that's what makes this tick. And if any of you are electronics experts, you know, you could build some of these boxes. You'd make $1 million, because there's a bunch of those saws out there, and most of them, when you buy them, they do not trigger. So you have to fix them. If the chip works, hey, great, we'll do chips. But man, I would buy 3 of them. Just, I have one saw. I would buy 3 of them just to have backups, you know. I mean, look, I've got backups that don't even work. Why not buy a couple? But yeah, my actual plan was to screw this down on one side and just run a jumper around, and screw the jumper to this side and just affix it with one screw, and have the other one ran so it would ground both sides. I don't know which side needs to ground for it, because they look like they would do the same thing. This was probably just for like a concrete saw or whatever. It was just for a different model. I've seen one of these in a book for my 015. So some of the later 015s had this. And it looks the same. It's the open donut. So, alright guys, y'all have a good one. Take all this information for exactly what it cost you, which is nothing.